Now, mentors are people who really should be protecting our best interests, who delight in service, and who really understand the difference between facilitating and enforcing that someone they're mentoring do exactly the same as them. So there are a few things I've heard about this week from friends around the mentors they've had. And for the most part, those reports have been quite glowing. At the same time, what I also heard was this. This is as a student is becoming more successful in their own right. And instead of supporting that wholeheartedly and feeling that the student or the client's success is as our own success, this person is feeling jealous. And so what he does is he passive-aggressively disrupts the presentation of the person he's mentoring. Wow. To me, this is pretty shocking. And that's not to say that I myself am a perfect mentor. What I am is somebody who thinks about how am I mentoring this person and why, and how can I best serve them? So I think that when people don't do that, it's because their own ego is involved. And let me just give you one more example of ego involvement. So ego involvement can look like somebody insisting that their student take on the exact same style as themselves. Now, there may be some situations where this makes more sense, but when it comes to the arts or performance of any kind, or even public speaking, because these things are an authentic expression of the self, in order to be impactful, they need to be an authentic expression of the self. It's really crucial that we allow our students, not only allow, but encourage and facilitate them to develop their own style. For example, in gesture. If I am asked to do a gesture because my coach has told me, this is how I do it whenever I get up. I use this exact gesture to indicate, say, an impactful statement. There's a very general idea about one of the things that they might say. And I've never made that gesture before. Say that gesture is like this. And this is like the greatest gesture of power that there is. And I have to do this for the first time. It's not in my body. It's not from how I express my intent or power. And I take this totally other gesture and I do it because I've been told I have to be exactly like my mentor. So this is something as coaches that we all need to think about. And also when we're being mentored, does my mentor really support me in my growth? Does my mentor feel triumph in my triumph and I'm doing it in my own way? Or does my mentor criticize me when I am not doing exactly as my mentor does themselves in their work? Here's to unlocking your performance power.